About the blue, like, what do you believe in? What's your faith? I'm like, what? I don't know you, man.
Yeah, exactly. Free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. But you let him know.
Right.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
And Gasol gets it to go.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
They set the screen. 5 on the clock. It's Dragic with the drive. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year.
I ain't never know Monster told you he don't believe in Jesus.
But maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much a drag part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions. He finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Right.
Whiteside. Good D by Gasol.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Mirotic has a wide open look.
They gonna raise that boy. That boy feel way.
And it's Rose with the assist that time.
Turn it down, man.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Dragic again throws. Dragic kicks to Wayne. Back to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Whiteside sets the pick for Dame. Loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And
I'm liking what I see from their playbook so far.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Derrick Rose. Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Out left to the wing. Deflects the pass. Here's Bosch. Chicago grabs the miss.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but the defense, deterred them from those plans.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. They retain possession. The Heat with the lead. Fires from the wing. Rebound collected by Snell.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Butler dishes to Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago. The drive by Wade. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Butler. Wade with the block. Bang for 3. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. That's 7 points for Luol Deng.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Come on, man. I ain't touching, ref.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often. A winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
Dragic kicks to Wade. To the middle. Bosch passes to Dent. The kick out to Dragic. And the Heat, another three.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
And that one's good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Wade with it. There's the pass to Whiteside. Bosch with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. No good from Bosch.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they? Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, 111 first place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for you.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the third player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other two, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Miami shooting their... Second and third shots at the line right here.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. Heinrich comes in for Butler. Rose dishes to Gibson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for most of his career, Taj Gibson has been a tremendous role player up front. G8, he's been extremely steady over 6 full seasons.
And Kevin, he gives you a lot of energy and athleticism when he enters the game. He's got the great length with that 7'4" wingspan. But to me, it's not just about having it. It's about the fact that he utilizes it. And it really allows him to get in there and attack the backboard and contest shots.
Over in the corner, Chalmers. Back to Wade. Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Winslow kicks to Bosch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
No good from Wade.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Good. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Heinrich with the steal. Jumps up.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
That was a goaltend. Referee was going down.
All alone. Offensive rebound. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Now here's Wade. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot.
The Heat making a switch here. Green's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Brooks checked in. Getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And the wide open shot from Green. And he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got 5. Heinrich passes to Gibson. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. Heinrich's got 3 assists in the game.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've got in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, man. They're tearing it up on the glass.
There's Green, plenty of space. The kick out to Bosh. No good from outside.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Heinrich dishes to Snell. Brooks with no one around. Drills it from outside. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace,
block.
And Brooks, here we go.
And one.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Might go for third.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78%
That was one
of
of
their
my
free
big
throws.
bro.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Just for any shit. I'm a fucking better nigga. Said it was lost nigga.
And he sinks the second. Now Chalmers. Anderson outside. And here's Johnson outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Bulls out front. They lead by 8. Get underway with quarter number 2. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
So for Chicago right now, the big men are Gibson and Noah. Brooks is out there with Heinrich, and it's McDermott in at the 3.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Mario Chalmers. And the Bulls making a change also. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Heinrich.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Bulls have been at their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it, but credit, you know, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over, but with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon, but you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Brooks, the best to Noah. Off the mark there with a 3-point shot. The Heat trail by 10. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. And it's Gerald Green with the 3. Green's got 8.
And you know, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
And the jam by Whiteside.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now Noah, after Aaron Brooks' 3-pointer didn't go. Second shot opportunity. And Noah with a nice bucket inside. Noah's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20 and 21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans love them all the same.
Here's Dragic. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. And now just a 4-point Chicago lead. And Brooks, here we go. Gibson with the screen on Johnson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Nice shot by McDermott.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Butler against Green. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. No one near right side as he lets it go. No good from the wing. Butler against Green. The 11-footer. And it's Butler missing. The Heat trail by 9. Plenty of space. And Green with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
Good, man.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Heat. Wade comes in for Tyler Johnson. Mirotic is checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. Mirotic the screen. Butler kicks to McDermott. Back to Butler. Shoots from 12. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Bulls have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And the first one drops.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clarkie came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference. He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find the shot.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. Deflects the pass. And it's blocked by Whiteside. The Heat trailed by 7. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now here's Noah, the fast break opportunity. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And he's able to get it back. Shots good by Butler.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Rose. 8 points for him. Mirotic, screen on Dragic. The shot by Butler, nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today. He just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Hold on to the ball.
And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the call will be against Joakim Noah.
See something real quick. I don't know what
That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Noah. And Tony Snell subbed in for Doug McDermott. Timeout called, the Heat.
Right there with it. Over there.
Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
What happened? What?
Rose against Dragic. Pass to Bosh. Back to Dragic. Offensive rebound, Heat. Feeds it to Whiteside. Wade against Rose. And it's Whiteside off the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
Hey guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road to illustrate how good they are on the road. Last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Now Rose, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. Not that bucket.
What are you doing? Sleeping? Bring him down here. What's up for it?
In no time at all. Butler's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Here's Whiteside. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Pau Gasol.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Second free throw, no good. And Hassan Whiteside in Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he had.
Dragic with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. That 3 off the mark. And it's sent back by Bosh. Here's Wade. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. 8 points for Wade.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Mirotic. Off target from outside.
Oh, well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And it's blocked by Dang. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang. On defense, Miami. Outside Rose. 5 to shoot. Snell dishes to Rose. Lets it go from the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Heat trail by 7. Now here's Wade. He's got 8. Rejected by Gasol. Left side Butler. He drains the quick shot. Butler's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And stolen by Butler. Tries to keep it alive. Wade on the wing. From past the arc. Wade missing again.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The 19-foot shot. And it's Butler missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
The dish to Snell. Connects from 3-point range. Snell's got 6.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dwayne Wade. Outside Rose. Gasol up top. Will not go. This is off the front iron. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
That's a 2 from Dang. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. No good. And the Heat call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Chill out. Stop doing that.
There's Dragic with the 3.
What's up?
Why keep in there?
For what?
Right. You can turn it now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Gibson. He's got 13 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One guy who's getting it done is Taj Gibson.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang out there with him. And it's Whiteside in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball, Chicago keeps possession.
I'll find something.
Sit down, man.
On defense, Miami. Outside Rose. Shoots the three. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Fades away. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Talking about the Bulls and their rim protection, they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage on shots right at the rim.
Yeah, and it helps when you compare 7-footers down low. It's not just the bigs, though. Even the perimeter players will track back and challenge at the rim. Really a total team effort.
You got to respect the player who can knock down shots like that, even with the defense right up in his jersey.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Rose attacking. And Whiteside sends it back. Wade with no one around. Then kicks to Wade. Whiteside inside. Defended by Gasol. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And he uses both hands to jam it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Now, here's Wade. 10 points for him. That's good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And here's Rose. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Chicago leading. Rose kicks to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
That's a 2 from Snell. And the wing jumper offline. Wade tries in. And he lays in the alley-oop. And now just a 1-point Chicago lead.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst. And I think it allowed them to put that run together.
And they're running. He lobs it up. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
What the? Wasn't even moving.
It's going to be too many steps.
I wasn't even moving the analog stick. He
Well, he's
just
making a
walked.
switch here. Green's checked in. Rose passes to Gasol. And he gets it to go. And now an 8-point Chicago lead.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to
Where did that come from? That was beautiful. Derrick Rose.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
I tell you what, that's one of those plays where you want to get credit for not only the bucket, but also the assist.
And the Heat call time here. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. Once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy, not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Chris Anderson is checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Wade drives in. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 14 points.
And back to Mirotic last season. For 36 minutes, he averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds. He was also a tremendous foul shooter for a rookie big and made the all-rookie first team, was second in Rookie of the Year voting. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Wade kicks to box. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
And, you know, for Mirotic, his value extends to the defensive end as well. He did a surprisingly good job of racking up blocks and steals last season. You have to believe that if he improves his power and consistency, an all-star nod isn't so far off.
The Bulls leading by 7. Rose dishes to Mirotic. They grab their own miss. Gasol passes to Snell. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. And he's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
And talking about Chris Anderson, he was actually out of the league for a couple of years, reinstated back in 2008. And apparently the time off helped. He finished second in the league in block shots going back to that season.
And Kevin, the thing I remember most about Chris Anderson, the 2005 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. He unsuccessfully tried the same dunk 8 times. Count them, 8.
Here's Rose. Tries yet again. The Heat trail by 7. Chalmers with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The shot is off. Gasol with the defensive effort. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. The Heat have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Right, and it doesn't really matter who starts the break, but how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Chalmers. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Chicago lead.
huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Chicago calls timeout. And one thing about Mario Chalmers last season, he really had to play a different role. It took him some time, Greg, to get used to.
Yeah, anytime your team loses a superstar like LeBron James, other guys get asked to do a little bit more. Mario was asked to be more of an aggressive scorer, a role that isn't so easy to jump into after 6 years of being that fourth or fifth option in the offense.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. Heinrich comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Bosch, that's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And he gets it to go. That's 12 points for Pau Gasol.
You know, going back to Mario Chalmers last year, guys, I mean, having to take on more of a scoring role was tough for him. His field goal percentage dropped 50 points from the season before. His three-point percentage dropped even more. His assist numbers were down. Well, I bet you part of that was the fact LeBron was no longer there.
Johnson kicks to Anderson. Pass to Bosch. It's all in by the Bulls. Gibson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And on the topic of Chalmers, you know, he's a complimentary player. He can D up, he can hit the open three. He's been known to hit big shots, a solid finisher, and that is valuable. But when you ask him maybe to do a little too much,
why is Birdman at the fucking 3-point line? What are you doing out there, dipshit?
Snell dishes to Brooks. Good look at
That's why LeBron left.
Brooks misses.
Fucking weirdo.
shots there for him, and he's
You're
gotta
standing
take
at the
it.
3-point line.
If he doesn't convert, that's a shot he has to continue to take.
Double team on Bosch. Inside. Second chance shot. And Chalmers with the layup. Chalmers has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Gasol slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Outside Bosch. Wants to get it to Chalmers and does. And the shot is good. Chalmers has got 6 points.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That ties it up. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
For the lead, here's Anderson. Back to Johnson. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Johnson. And that one's on target from the wing. 5 points in the game. Chicago's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And the Bulls with another miss.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up.
I hate when they do that. Go for the layup or the
That's
dunk,
just the kind of
man.
defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. And the Bulls going the other way now. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
You know what that was, Mo?
So the whistle blows.
Nut shit.
2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
I did a dumbass pass and got him a wide open transition 3 on some nut
It's his
shit.
first trip to the line.
Fuck.
And he makes the first. So for the Bulls, Noah comes in for Pau Gasol. And McDermott subbed in for Tony Snell.
Hold on real quick, Mo. Give me 1 second. You ready?
Both free throws good for Green. Chicago's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. 2 seconds separating the shot clock in game.
I've seen that too. I couldn't recover.
Finishing it off.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time.
We gotta find box shot.
Now Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Brooks has got 9 points. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Bulls lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Heat trail by 3. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. The big men are Gibson and Noah. Heinrich is out there with Brooks, and it's McDermott in at the 3 slot. It's Dragic with the drive. Noah with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Gibson setting a pick for McDermott. From the arc. Nice shot by Brooks. Brooks has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Bulls.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the ball hawking. The way they come up with the steals, the way they've harassed the ball handler all day, forcing mistakes, they've really done a nice job of taking advantage.
And the foul will be against Joakim Noah. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Kirk Heinrich. Dragic the pass to Green. Back to Dragic.
That was my fault right there.
It's stolen by Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Stolen by Noah. And now Rose on the floor all by herself. And it's Butler with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Green missing.
Stop kidding me.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official. And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Luol Deng is checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Green. Stolen by Anderson. To the inside. Trying to get back on track. Dragic gets the bucket.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Brooks against Dragic. Stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Butler with the steal. And here come the Bulls again. Chicago with the fast break. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Anderson. And it's Green in for Goran Dragic. They set the screen. Rose with another miss.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
But still, eventually you got to feel like they'll start knocking those down again. Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Bulls leading by 7. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Passes to Brooks. Back to Rose. A floater. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Wade drives in. Green missing again. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Dang, it's a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Gibson the screen. From deep, Brooks. And the Bulls with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Whiteside gets to Wade.
Oh, I thought that was in.
Great D that time from Gibson. Noah dishes to Butler. No good. And they can't put him into this drought. The Heat trailed by 4. Green with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Butler against Wade. Wade missing again.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender. But the touch was poor.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
Timeout call, the Heat.
With Joakim Noah, I mean, you know exactly what he's going to give you every season. Rebounding, block shots, steals a few points, relentless energy and enthusiasm, and even a few assists as well.
Put your stuff back on.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Chris Bosh is checked in for Haslem. And it's Dragic in for Green. And Joakim Noah. He's all about doing whatever it takes to help his club succeed. Always has been. Greg, he did the dirty work when he played inside of Florida. When they won back-to-back championships, he's done it in each and every NBA season in Chicago.
And you just hit on it. I mean, he bites, he scratches, he claws his way into the upper echelon in terms of elite centers in our league. And in 2014 was named All-NBA first team as well as Defensive Player of the Year. Let's just hope he's healthy this season to get back to that level.
Back to Rose. Takes it off the glass. Rose has got 13 points in the second half.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break, he only had one.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Wade passes to Dragic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Both free throws good from Dragic. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High-energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Here's Wade. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Looking at the game Rose has been having, he's got 21 points and 9 assists. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates. And grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done, that's also really important.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arms, to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
And the dunk by Bosch.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on D. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks clocked by an NBA guard.
Wade actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
What?
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully they can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
OG, I'm still new to this street. He cool, bro. Somebody, what time I don't never tell nobody old school. I'm like, oh, I work there. It varies when I work. Sometimes early, sometimes late. I can't tell that niggas. I don't know what he on. I'm coming to blow with me. I gotta see if I smoke with anybody, shit. I gotta see you roll it up. I know the street, I just don't be in them no more. I ain't slip, you know, nigga.
Right.
Mo was a good dude. Now nigga running around looking like E.T. and not giving a fuck. Just because of one blunt. Sick. I said, I don't even smoke like that. So occasionally.
He came over to want to see if you want to smoke with him.
Nah, he came over for jumping cables, which I know I got him, but they must be a Tina Trump. I checked mine. Man, when he was chopping it up, he got a good. His energy don't come off as a slick nigga though. I mean, he's just hey cool, but he like what time you be going in? Right when he said that, my mind got I get right in defense mode. I don't know what the hell he on. I'm like, oh no, sometimes I go in early, sometimes I go in late. He said when you get off late, you be up. I was like, yeah. Like, I may come by, you know, roll with you know what I mean? He just looking out. I'm like, yeah, I don't really smoke like that occasionally, but shit, you still could come through, you know, every once in a while. Maybe I'm in that mood, but he don't know. I gotta see him roll that blunt, yo. You can't just come with a blunt already rolled. I can't do it. Yeah. In a minute, mommy will be back. You in the game right now?
Nah. You ready?
Hell yeah. Man,
Ty Gibson's checked in for no
one. Man. Sit. You're gonna eat all the cereal.
Both free throws good from Wade.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
And it's Rose penetrating right through the knee for the layup. Rose has got 17 now, just in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Dragic against Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That one on Rose.
Want me to lose? Not gonna happen.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was third most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Terrific game for Dragic. He's got 21 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Wade outside. Rebound by Rose. Rose has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Butler. That doesn't go either for Butler. The Heat trail by 3. And there's Dan. That's good on the assist by Whiteside. That's 23 points for Luol Deng. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Mirotic, screen on Dragic. Rose dishes to Gasol.
Hell of a pass.
That's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And key buckets that we know he delivers down the stretch.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Hoiberg, he's like,
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice little way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Good on the first, and then brings them within 2. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. And Wade drops them both.
What a clutch performer. He loves being in these situations, just relishes the opportunity. A lot of guys say they do, but you can see it in his face. He truly does.
Noah the screen. Rose kicks to Gibson. Can't hit from 12.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And there's the foul. Goes on top of Gibson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He hits the first one, and that ties the game up.
Check out the game for Bob. He has 14 points and 2 rejections. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
Mirotic, screen on Dragic. And Mirotic kicks to Rose. He dishes it to Noah. Just 5 to shoot. Rose attacking. Rebound by the Heat.
oh my God. What?
Wade left side. To the left wing. There's Dragic with the 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And it's sent back by Buck.
We can't get a fuck.
Dang with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Dang against Mirotic. Wash inside. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Power down with both hands.
They can't stand my ass. They can't stand me, bro. They can win too.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Takes the 3. Count it!
I moved out of position. I moved out of position.
If you know me, you know I'm a fucking clutch baller,
Now
though.
timeout called by Miami.
Go! OG, we at? You know it. You're a dead man now. Hey, you're a dead man now. You know it. You know it. Check the rim, but they ain't got time to get that old. Right here, man.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
That's my back spot.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. That's what value every possession.
So clutch.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. Back after this.
Let you take my gun.
Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Pau Gasol is out.
Fixing it, everything. I mean, got like 25 blocks. I'm serious. You got like 25 blocks. How do you niggas be coming?
There with Mirotic, and it's Snell in the small forward position. And some changes here for the Heat. Right side comes in for Chris Anderson. And Chris Bosh is subbed in for Gerald Green. Chris Bosh. Good looking screen by Gasol. Kicks to Snell. Outside Butler. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Butler against Wade. Just 4 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. The offensive rebound. Dragic kicks to Whiteside.
That was some bullshit, that possession. My bad, fellas.
Stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And finished off by Mirotic. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. This guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
You don't want it?
In overtime here, a minute and a half off the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He's got 15 rebounds, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference.
On that?
Gasol drops 2.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Wade. Great touch on the 16-footer. Wade's got 25 points in the game. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Dragic. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
Corner shot. Bullseye. And the Bulls lead by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Wade gets the bucket.
Great pass by Bosh there.
The Bulls have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start from the field in overtime. Just 2 of 6 so far. Rose attacking. And it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nikola Mirotic. That's foul number 2 for him. Miami's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Butler. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Checks out for a three-point play. That's our Goran Dragic.
Been a solid outing for Butler. He has 9 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist, and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark, you're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
For Chicago, they've gotten off to a less than ideal start here in overtime offensive, hitting only 3 of their first 8 shots. Gasol kicks to Rose. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Rose has got 27.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula. As far as I'm concerned, they've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Michael, put the basketballs back over there, dude. Hey, put the basketballs back over there.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within 1 possession.
Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
That's a nice surge for them just when they need it in a game that was so tight.
And it's up or missing.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Well, got to be able to get some hang time through that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Here's Mirotic. Money!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
That boy be. Hold on.
3-pointers. Snell.
Oh, it hurt.
No luck. Now the Heat take it the other way. Then kicks to Wade. Rose with the rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Miami now.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Again, maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
Dang for 3.
Done.
Good game, bro.
By the Bulls. And an intentional foul right there.
You gotta have that clutch, man.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Clutch. Wow. He thought he had what? The rest thought they
And so he
had
drops them both.
It's a wrap.
It's a 7-point game.
Nigga Mike up and said, it's
And
a
that will
wrap.
add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Damn, that
Now a
nigga
timeout called by Miami.
good force, man.
They're losing by 7. 16 seconds left to play an OT, and this battle continuing. Tipped away.
We ain't shot. Let's go.
It's 2-on-1. Here's Butler.
Damn. Now they giving me mine.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness. That was almost a circus-like dunk. And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Here's Dragic. And So Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for him in overtime.
Looked to me like the
Rose at a triple. Let's get it. He in the trips. 32 and 31. You ain't supposed to win. You can stand afloat.
Shit, I played. My niggas played just damn near as good as y'all. D Wade was two rebounds from a triple double.
There's no damn near. I had nigga with triple double, nigga with double double. Hassan
Whiteside was one block from a triple double. Nigga had 13, 18, and 9.
Yeah.
That's damn near 2 triple doubles right there. Them niggas balled. I fucked up when I fucked up when I switched the on that last shot when I switched off Butler. I try to get to him. You hit that fucking 3 and go to OT. That was my fault on the defensive end. I shouldn't. Yeah, you no doubt. You knocked it down. That you good D better O. Well, bad. Now that wasn't even good D. That was bad D because I switched. That was my fault.
Man, that was a little deep too. Butler had a bad game. Look, I kept shooting him. So what? I don't give a fuck. Stop, man. Keep that chair over there. Go. Leave it alone. Damn. So.
solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball play to his strengths because of Paul George.
Whiteside, they got him blocking shit. You know he do too. He had 10 blocking shit on bull. Nigga, everybody else was blocking that. Who blocked him? 20 back. Shit, I had 21 steals. I fall out. You get it in the air, get it in the ground. What up?
Coaching staff, his game almost just changed overnight. Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball.
You must be watching one of your broadcasts.
You trying to run it back or you done?
I destroyed this thing in the fucking OT. 111. Let's get it. I knew I was winning once I got the OT. Oh, he got a fucking triple double. I think he's gonna start getting triple doubles with the way he rebounding in real life and facilitating. Shit. Hold on, we might still do it right, man. Come on, man. You what? They said you're still in the game. Saying this is what they pay me to do. Oh. This is just something old too. No. Heat Nation. Huh? Nah, I'm good. I'm good, man. I want something to eat. I just text your mom. She got my car. She definitely no glass on me.
Thanks.